I often say the number one question I get asked on this channel is, what do you do for a living to afford all of this stuff? And for 4 years, I have not revealed it. There's about half a dozen people in the collecting community that actually know the truth. Recently, I launched this video right here, which doesn't actually answer that question. And even though it doesn't answer the question, it was widely well received simply for the fact that there's some fantastic content in that video. But a few people were frustrated because I didn't actually answer the question. Mr. X, what do you do for a living? One of the reasons I haven't answered the question is I really keep a separate persona. Mr. X is kind of like my secret identity. I'm kind of like a superhero. Hey, my name is Mr. X. Welcome to the Extreme Channel. We are giving away $1,000 statues to you guys. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to a different video. So again, I'm going to let you know right away, I am not going to reveal what I do for a living today, but I'm going to tell you why I won't reveal what I do for a living. So let me back up. When I first started getting into social media with collecting, and I believe I had the YouTube channel just for a little bit, some people started getting curious about me, which kind of blows my mind. And as things started to spawn out of control as this guy who does YouTube videos and this guy who collects all this crap, and my other personality who actually runs some businesses, things got a little complicated. What do I mean by that? A few people out there actually found me in my businesses, contacted some of my businesses, they looked at me on LinkedIn, and I'm just like, this is not a good thing for a few reasons. And it was at that moment that I decided I'm really going to keep two separate identities, Mr. X and then the other guy. And I go out of my way to do this on so many levels. Number one, I actually pay for a P.O. box, just so people don't know where I live, they don't know my real name. Number two, I used to be on social media and I had a fake name that I've used for years and years. And a few of you out there think that that's my real name. But even when they post that, because you can find me on social media, I still delete those comments if they try and use that name. I want to keep this completely separate. And I'm going to get to why in a minute. First of all, I think it's really cool that there's a bunch of people out there that I haven't met, and quite a few of you I actually have, that we share this passion together and that you actually want to hear what I have to say and you support the channel. I think that is absolutely amazing. But as cool as that is, there is a bigger risk on the other side. What is that risk, Mr. X? Well, number one, I think most of you know that I have owned or ran businesses for a long time. I've done it for about 20 years, and that is the reason that I've had a lot of success. How did I get there? You can actually check out that video I referenced at the beginning. That tells you a lot of the steps I used to get there. But with that, I have a lot of responsibility to those companies, to those employees, to those customers. And believe it or not, that does come first 100% of the time. Somebody always asks, why do I always look this way while I'm filming? Well, that's my computer. A lot of stuff comes up that takes priority over this. Sometimes it'll take me 2 to 3 hours to film a video because I'm stopping and doing some work in the middle. But with my obligation to those companies, employees, and customers, I have to draw a line. It's not just about my time and resources, but it's about protecting those companies, employees, and frankly, myself. So first of all, I just want to talk about the obvious reason that I want to keep my identity separate and I don't even want to reveal where I work because I already know people will try and find me. They've done it before. But there are some weirdos out there. Some really big weirdos. And you have the weirdos that want to talk to you every single day about everything. Then you have the weirdos that are kind of scary. The ones that insult your wife or say they're coming after you. I get those comments. Not as much as I used to. But I sure as shit don't want those people to know where I work, where I live, and where I love. For the record, those cowardly keyboard warriors, I wouldn't mind meeting them because I would beat the shit out of them. And you know why I can say that? Nobody who can beat the shit out of me would threaten me with a cowardly keyboard comment. They would just come do it. So if you're someone that's never made a cowardly keyboard comment but you want to beat the shit out of me, you can probably take me. Don't come after me. So to avoid the weirdos is the number one reason. But believe it or not, it's not the primary reason. If you're a follower of this channel, you know that I am not politically correct. And what you see on this camera is me. It really is me. Whether it's the immature sex jokes, saying what I believe without caring what other people think, and then sometimes you see that leadership and snippets of business come out of me as well. That's really who I am. However, in the workplace, I'm more lopsided the business way. Where here on the YouTube channel, I'm probably 80% fun and go lucky and 20% business. It's flipped the other way in the workplace. So over my careers over the last few years, and even one of my primary companies now, Nobody knows about this. Nobody. That's how close to the vest I keep it. So much so that I won't invite some of the people I work with over to where I live because then they're going to see this and start asking questions. Most of my friends that come over are from other circles. I keep these absolutely separate. You know, recently I launched this video right here about the Broncos, and my liquor locker says Mr. X on it. Now, we've made a lot of friends that go to that club, if you haven't seen that video, and they're all asking, why did you put Mr. X? And I don't want to tell them. So really the second reason is to protect my company and employees. Can you imagine Mr. X sitting in a board meeting dropping "that's what she said" jokes? Not even when I own the company would I do that. Is Mr. X a stiff at work? No. I'm actually told by many people I need to dial it back some. So the first reason is because of the weirdos. Second reason is to protect my business and all the people associated with that. And the third reason is to protect my family. Not just the people that live in my house, but my close friends who I consider family, or even my extended family. Now, while most of them know about Mr. X, I don't want anyone going after them. For example, you know one of the things that gets the biggest knee-jerk reaction out of me, and it doesn't anger me, it actually makes me pity the person. But when someone insults my wife or children online, because I just think, how horrible does that person have to feel about themselves to do that? Because my wife and children are fucking awesome. Now, while I feel that way, I don't want them to see that. Being very transparent with you guys, when I launch a video that has my wife or children in it, I am checking the comments every 5 minutes. Because if something pops up I don't want them to see, I get rid of it. Thankfully, YouTube actually filters a lot of that stuff now, so it never even shows. But my number one priority in my life is my family, and I will protect them at all costs. So those 3 reasons are the biggest safeguards that I have, and why I don't tell you what I do for a living, why I don't tell you what my real name is or where I live. And if you can't respect that, go fuck your mom. See, I couldn't say that in a board meeting either. As we try to grow this channel, we like to reward you guys for watching and subscribing. So because of that, every 5,000 milestone when it comes to subscribers, we give away a couple $1,000s worth of statues. We've actually given away over 20 statues. To win one was easy. First, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You'll get bell notifications when videos drop. Each video that drops, you wanna make a comment on those videos. We pick a random video, we give away statues based on a comment. You can say whatever you want. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Thank you to those people out there that have supported me along the way. I really appreciate it, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I'm so thankful for you guys. I really am. And I will continue this hobby, because that's what it is for me, the YouTubing hobby, as long as I can. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Take care.